I just want a 50. I don't want to submit a 51. A 51 is bad. GG new PB. Yeah, technically. It is a PC PB. Nothing wrong with that. You know, a PB's a PB. Even if streamer doesn't like it, that is absolutely correct. Yeah, I try not to be negative, especially like with PBs or even just runs that finish. I don't want to be negative about it. The problem is that I've done this run a lot on the other platforms, and I've gotten much better times, and I'm frustrated because I'm just not performing as well as I want to. Like, I'm not asking for like a 49 like I have on like PS3. I just want a 50. I will gladly take that. So the 51's making me feel like, ugh. I lost frames, literal frames. I mean, according to the leaderboards, that run I just did is like record by like an hour, not an hour, by like a minute. But also nobody runs Red Robe, so. Yeah, it is still a goal to work towards. Okay, that was almost bad. I mean, that was meh. Could have been better, you know? There we go. That was much better than last time. Don't think it... No, the Infamous games were not cel-shaded. It was just the cutscenes, the comic book cutscenes. That was also like one of the first games to do that. It happens a lot more often now, but like back then that was a new thing. And yeah, I like the first two Infamous games. I think I kind of like the third one too, but like, I don't know. I kind of like everything about that game except for the main character, which sucks because you have to sit there and listen to him talk about nothing for like 10 hours. Yeah, Infamous Second Son is a strange one. Yeah, it was a lot shorter than 1 and 2, which is fine, because I think it had more to do. It was also a PS4 launch title, so like, The game was probably rushed. The map was much smaller, but had like more side things to do. Your choices mattered a little bit more, but like it's an Infamous game. None of the choices really end up mattering in the end. And yeah, Desmond. No, his name was Delson. Delson's moves. Delson's moveset was like a lot more interesting than Cole's because he had like a bunch of different powers and not just one. But that also means that they each weren't as fleshed out. Because I mean, Cole only had the lightning and kind of the ice and fire in 2, but not really. Meanwhile, Delson had smoke, neon. What was the digital one? Concrete. There was a DLC that gave him paper that I never owned, but like always sounded cool. I think paper is a really cool power. And I mean that like in any piece of fiction. I think control of paper or like turning into paper is like a really neat ability. You can do so many cool things with that. The reason I got into Infamous was the big PSN hacking. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was like 2013, and they gave out a bunch of free shit to apologize. Like, oh, we're sorry, all of your credit card information was stolen. We're sorry that your names and home addresses were leaked. Here's like 3 free games. Again. No, they had the apology for the first time when it happened, when it was like a 2-week like ordeal. Every other time after that, they just act like it didn't happen. Yeah, I didn't really have a PSN account back then. I got my PS4 like 2 years later, so I didn't get the free stuff. But my friend did. He told me all about it while it was happening. That was back when I did everything on the Xbox. And I'm not one of those brand loyalty people. I did everything on the Xbox because it's the one I had. The one most of my friends had, so it's the one I got. I just wanted to play COD Zombies. Back when it was still good. Infamous 2 for the UGC. Missed the free games too. Yeah. I mean, I'm also not going to complain about missing the free games because, again, they leaked credit card information, home addresses, legal names. Like, that was a very bad thing. Had 2 accounts. Ooh. Ooh, Mizu, you. Clever sneak. Light coding projects? Oh yeah. I used to like coding. but I'm just not patient enough for it anymore. I used to code things back in I think 5 or 6 years ago. I used to code like very small things, and I like took coding classes in school. But I'm just not patient enough for that anymore. You know, like all millennials, I need instant gratification. I don't even know if I actually am a millennial or not. I don't actually know when those years start and end. But that's what the news tells me. Too much Starbucks. Which, by the way, Starbucks is completely overrated. You can make perfectly fine coffee at home. I'd rather go to McDonald's and pay $1 for coffee than ever go to a Starbucks. And yeah, my coding knowledge at this point is pretty much just like making the bot do funny things, or programming the tracker that I made for in emo tracker for the Neptunia fishing. Kind of gave it up because of Infamous. Ah, I see. Wasn't even taught the right type of code. Nothing uses C. Very true. I understand C++. I understand a little bit of C#. HTML isn't really that complicated. I used to know a couple of things about Java, but I have completely forgotten them. Not gonna lie. And Python is terrifying. The thought of Python makes me want to cry. And yeah, it's all out there. It's all learnable. Things just get more and more easily accessible. Like, you can learn the entirety of any coding language you want for free. You don't really even need, like, higher education for that anymore. As far as I'm aware, most coding places prefer that you don't go to higher education. They'd rather teach you what they want you to know. They'd rather teach you from scratch than have to teach somebody who's been doing it for 10 years, and they have to unlearn everything that they know because it's not the way that they want things done. Jumped a little too soon. They preferred you had done Latin. That's what they used to say. Ah, yeah, yeah. Kind of bonked into the wall there. That's fine. Self-learned on the Commodore 64? Hold up. That seems a little obtuse. Yeah. As far as like a lot of creative... Could you call... Yeah, I would call coding like a creative thing. A lot of more creative fields are like, yeah, we'd rather just like, you know the basics and we teach you everything we want you to know. That's why like if you want to be a coder, or a programmer, I should say, that's the more accurate word, you just like... If you kind of know like all the basic stuff, just apply anyways. Like, oh, we want you to have so many years experience. Like the people actually hiring you aren't going to care about that. That's just a thing that their bosses want them to put on the thing. Just lie, fake it till you make it. I mean, obviously don't lie in an interview. Just like apply anyways. Besides, every real coder, every real programmer knows that at the end of the day, you're just going to Google whatever the problem is and copy paste whatever you can find on the internet. Ah, yes, this line works. Copy paste. Yep, when you compile it, it doesn't explode. So yep, it's staying in. Congrats, you just wrote that code. I did that once in like a programming class in high school. I like couldn't figure something out, so I just fucking Googled it. And the kid sitting next to me is like, "Hey, that's cheating," and he told the teacher. And then like the teacher came up to me and she's like, "Yeah, that's good. That's problem solving. Why would he write that himself when it's just available online?" Are you for real? Those ribbons don't charge you? Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game so much. I'll walk then. Be like that. Yeah, if you're having a problem and someone out there in the internet has already solved it for you, then like you're not having a problem anymore. It either hasn't worked or people tell you to shut up and get good. Damn. See, that's exactly why Python is scary. That's how every Python user is. No cap. That's just how they work. Alright, well. Little dude got away from me, so he didn't refill my scarf, so I'm gonna just not jump in this entire room. Yep, loud noise. Only loud on PC. Ugh, I just can't make this cycle. And I only had one jump, which is awesome. See ya, idiot. Just don't get hit. Easy. Easy every time. Really? I had like 1.5 jumps. I thought that was enough for 2. Oh well. Look at all this scarf, all these jumps. I can actually play the game now. It's kind of hype. First time all day that I haven't been bitten there. PB pace, let's go. Yeah, and you can take that same philosophy and like apply it to other things like like graphic design or just like art in general. Like if you understand the basics, like if you understand what makes an image look good, you can figure everything else out as you go. It's a little harder to do that with like writing or something. Because I feel like you need a lot more knowledge to like like write competently, and that also varies depending on like what you're trying to write. Imagine knowing the foundation of art. Hey, I understand a lot about color theory, and that's kind of it. I took an art class in college, and that was like the thing I retained. I really understand color theory, and I forgot pretty much everything else. And then, you know, graphic design, like how to make an image look interesting, how to guide the viewer's eyes, and all that. Stuck. There we go. And now that I actually have full scarf, tower is going to be a non-issue. Awesome. Never mind, it was an issue because I forgot where the jellyfish was. Just straight up. Figure out doing a thumbnail for your art project first is pretty useful for arrangement. Yeah, exactly. Just like understanding the basics of composition. And, you know, with enough time, anyone of any skill level can draw anything. No, go down. Not up. Down. Down! The camera is facing down and everything. There we go. Yeah, if you put enough time into like anything, if you understand the composition, if you have an image in your head, if you can just like get the general layout of that image like on paper or on a screen, like given enough time, you will eventually make that image regardless of your skill level. Even if you go in with zero art knowledge, if you can just like get the composition, just like put things where they're supposed to be, you can draw over it over and over and over again, and eventually everything will be perfect, even if you've never drawn an image before in your life. It's another great like field, I guess you could call it, where like you can definitely fake it till you make it. And, you know, just like coding, art is something that anyone can learn for free on the internet whenever. There's infinite resources. Yeah, and the hardest thing is like knowing when you need to scrap things. Either like pieces like individual pieces or even just the whole thing. Sometimes you just have to know like when you need to like reset or like go back. And get too happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Like you look at it for so long, you're really happy with what you've done, and then someone else looks at it and they can see all the imperfections because like they're not looking through like rose tinted glasses. They weren't there for the process. They only see what you have so far, and it's just not good. And like you have to accept that and like change something. Yeah, tunnel vision. Really cool jumps. Is the wind just gonna blow before I get here again? Oh, it totally is. Yep. Awesome wind cycles. Again. The wind is just not cooperating today. Hate doing art on a rush, putting down commissions for days and come back with new perspective. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you need to walk away from something. And I mean, that helps with like literally anything you do. Yeah, yeah, except maybe like cooking, you know, you probably shouldn't walk away from that for like a day. Nothing wrong with taking breaks. And like I said earlier, nothing wrong with like knowing when to quit. If it's something you really want, don't quit. But if it's something that's just making you miserable, then like maybe you should like evaluate whether or not you really want that or need that. Unless you're marinating. True. Slap that bitch in a crock pot, come back in a week. Made a cosmetic mod for a pixel style game. It came out really well. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, and you just kept working on it until it was exactly what you wanted, right? Like what you saw in your head. And yeah, you were motivated, you were interested in what you were doing. Like that's good. That's like a healthy thing to do. Please come down. Thank you. And yeah, you know, something like a mod, like there's no deadline. Take your time with it. There's no deadline when it comes to like learning how to do something. You have all the time in the world. Yeah, so I guess this is either devolved or evolved into a mental health PSA. Just do things that make you happy, you know? If something's making you unhappy, like if you're mad or frustrated, that's not grounds to quit. Sometimes you have to push through that. But if something is making you like actually miserable, like you dread the thought of even doing it, maybe you should find something else. It doesn't matter if like one person or a million people like what you do. If you like what you do, none of that matters. Just like make stuff. Making stuff is cool. Nobody ever has to see it, but if you see it and you like it, then that's more than good enough. Never draw what's in my head. What's in my head is always better no matter how much I improve. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, that's another thing. You can never really live up to your own standards. Like, your own standards are never going to be realistic. I'm gonna get bit. I can feel it. I've taken too long. Oh no. I made it. See? The cycles, they line up. Yeah, I still have like another like 4 seconds. If I actually did the math right. Didn't get bit either time. Let's go. This has 49 potential. Which again, isn't the goal, but you know, if we get it, that'd be nice. Yeah. Do what makes you happy at the end of the day. I do speedruns not because like I want to be the best at something, but because I just like doing it. I like having goals to work towards. And the easiest goals to work towards are ones with like actual values attached to them. Like you can actually see the number get lower on the timer. Like you're instantly rewarded. You can see actual physical progress being made, and that's why I like speedruns. I like seeing the numbers at the end of a stream. It's nice when they go up. They don't always go up. They go down a lot because it's hard to grow as a streamer because that's a lot of effort. But like the streaming is kind of just a thing that's happening on the side while I'm doing the speedruns or like doing the randomizer stuff or sometimes just playing things with people. Playing games with Mizu or Waffle or sometimes even Bello. That wind pushed me backwards and not sideways. What the hell, man? That was not cool. And yeah, that the thing about having goals is like why I like to hop around between games because like I like a lot of different games. I like a lot of different genres. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And I have like goals in each of them. And I try to set goals that are obtainable like within a reasonable amount of time. Just like make stuff, you know? It doesn't matter what you make, just make stuff. Only say half of the rest of the time. Maybe. I don't hate that game. I actually like that game a lot. The problem is that game is very pay to win. You just need a good PC. And my PC is not good, my PC is average. Or yeah, I'll just go to Germany and use Marin's beef PC. Hey Marin, let me come to your house and like do like 2 runs real quick. Yeah, that's all I want. Yeah. Let me just fucking fly to Germany to play fucking anime game for like 45 minutes on your PC. He'd probably let you. I think he would. I legitimately think he would, and that's kind of terrifying. In wrestling, if streaming's for you, I'm not sure if it is. Can't even open games, so making unrealistic plans is a bit silly, clearly. We like chatting and watching more. Yeah, I mean, and like, I don't think streaming is for everyone. Like, there's a lot going on. Like when you stream, like you need to like have some sort of plan before going into it. That's something that I struggle with. Clearly, I make things up as I go. I'm not very good at scheduling. You need to do things to like make the stream presentable. I mean, you could just full screen a game and like have nothing else on there, but like then you'll feel bad because like people don't really. Well, I'm not gonna say people don't because they do, but oftentimes like random people won't just click on a stream unless there's something else interesting happening on the screen other than just gameplay. The numbers can really affect you. Like if you're just like right there, like sometimes you can feel really bad about it, but like it's not your fault. Like the numbers that happen on streaming, you have zero control out of that. Like that's not a realistic goal saying, hey, I want to get an affiliate within like 6 months. Like, it can happen, but you personally have no control over that. That is a bad goal because you have no say in it. It's like people who are like, yeah, I want to get 1,000 YouTube subscribers within a year. Like, how are you going to do that? You have no control over that. You can make as many videos as you want on YouTube, but that doesn't guarantee a single subscriber. Goals need to be a little more grounded and realistic. Like, my goal with streaming is I just want to do it like 10 hours a week. That's all I really want to do, at the least. That's a realistic goal. I have complete control over that. Whether or not people watch, that's up to them. Uh, great. I chirped right next to those ribbons and they didn't come to me. So back up. Backup strap. Yeah, exactly. Like, as the content creator, you have no control over what the viewers do. And it's not your fault. People blame themselves because, like, it's very easy to do that. It's very real. It's a very real feeling. But that's just plain and simply not a number you have any control over. It's very unhealthy, like, mentally. And it's not just that you need to do more than make videos to, like, get subscribers on YouTube or something. It's just you need a goal that you have control over. If you can meet your own goals, it doesn't matter if nobody watches. Like, if your goal is, I want to make one YouTube video a week. If you do that, you complete your goal. You feel pretty good about that, even if they each get like 5 views a piece, right? If your goal is, I want to get 100 subscribers, how are you going to do that? Like, you can't make people subscribe. You can ask them to, but you can't make them. And, like, when it doesn't happen, it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel like you failed when you had no control over it. It's just not healthy. And yeah, it is also still a lot of random luck. Do things that make you happy, and while you're doing them, set realistic goals that you have control over. Like I said, my goal with streaming is I want to stream 10 hours a week. That's the number I look at, like, at the end of the week when I'm done with all my streams. Like, did I stream 10 hours this week? Yes, okay. I completed my goal. I can look at all the other numbers now. Sometimes at the end of the week, I look and I'm like, okay, I'm at like 9.5 hours. I got close. I got very close. I'll just do better next week. And, like, that's it. I don't look at the other numbers if I don't hit 10 hours. Because I didn't complete my goal. I wasn't happy with that. So I don't need to look at the other numbers and make myself more miserable. Or weight loss. Yeah, and, like, weight loss, like, you don't, if you want to lose like 20 pounds, your immediate goal isn't to lose 20 pounds. Your immediate goal is to lose like 3 to 5 pounds. And then after that, lose 3 to 5 more, and so on and so forth. If your entire goal is to lose 20 pounds and you don't do it immediately, you're going to want to quit. Also, GG's. 49.46. Yeah, that's world record on PC, but that's also just straight up world record. I beat all of my other times. This is the best run I've ever had. On any platform. And you know what? Of all the runs, I'm glad that this is the run that did well, you know, talking about mental health. Yeah, like, you just have to treat yourself well. Like, it's just do things that are reasonable for you. Do things that make you happy. Be responsible, but also don't forget to be irresponsible every now and then, and, like, do something you want to do. Like, every 2 or 3 weeks, I like set money aside so that I can just, like, buy a nice meal. Like, I'll go to, like, a nicer restaurant and spend like $30 on a meal. $30 that I shouldn't spend, but, like, that one good meal makes me happy for like the next 2 weeks, unironically. Like, really good food. And, you know, I shouldn't do that, but, like, it helps me a lot. So, like, I'm gonna keep doing it. just, take care of yourself. This is also a good game to talk about mental health with, because this game is very calm and relaxed. Yeah, love yourself, do what you can. Always try to be better than you were before. Learn new things. No, you don't need to learn new things. Always try to learn new things. It is okay to try and fail. It is okay to try and give up. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to do something after you start it, or starting something and being unable to finish it. There's nothing wrong with that. Never feel bad that you gave up. Feel good that you tried. Because trying is a lot more than a lot of people do. You can fail 100 times, but that is 100 more tries than most people give. Yeah.